The US stock market incurred losses yesterday following the Fed's comments about the tapering of asset purchases in the near future. Besides, the stock market has been rallying for quite a long time, so analysts have been expecting a correction for a while. After the publication of the Fed's minutes, the major US stock indexes declined drastically. The US unveiled its weekly jobs report. The reading slightly missed analysts' forecast, although the result is still quite positive for the labor market. Will this data somehow influence market sentiment? Well, find it out soon enough. The S&P 500 index has entered the correctional phase. The nearest target is the level of 4,350 points. It's not recommended to open long positions until the index hits this level. However, experts believe that the correction may be much deeper. In the case of a strong rebound like today, speculators are likely to open short positions near recent highs. In the meantime, the S&P 500 index has reached the level of 4,400 points. It's likely to stay within the range of 4,360 and 4,420 with the prospect of growth to the indicated level. After the publication of the Fed's minutes, the US dollar index rose to its annual highs. The quote approached the level of 93.40. Now it's trading in the range of 93.00 and 93.80. However, experts believe that the US dollar is highly likely to cement its upward movement, rising to 59 or 56 points. Technical indicators also signal such a possibility. The US currency will continue to climb amid expectations of the upcoming monetary policy tightening. The situation with the US and Canadian dollar pair is also worth paying attention to. Apart from a strong US dollar and a weak oil market, the pair was affected by the release of the inflation data in Canada. The report showed that the inflation rate rose 3.7% in July on a yearly basis. The data is above the forecast, having exceeded the target level of the Central Bank of Canada, just as it happened in the United States. At the end of yesterday's session, the US dollar was trading at 1.2655 against the loonie. On the daily time frame, the pair is expected to trade within the range of 1.2646 and 1.2773. According to experts, another upward momentum is possible before the pair enters a correction. And just as with the currency pairs, our forecast on Bitcoin has turned out to be true. We mentioned earlier that the price failed to break through the resistance level of $48,000 per token, so the market went through a short downward correction. Yet, traders hoped that Bitcoin would make a faster attempt to overcome this resistance. However, the market is not yet ready for such a scenario. Currently, Bitcoin is trading at the level of $44,500 US per token. At the moment, it lacks the momentum to break above this level, so the price is likely to stay in the range between $43,500 and $46,000 US per token. So far, there are no factors to trigger a stronger decline. Therefore, Bitcoin will sooner or later reach this resistance level. Now let's sum it up. What did the market learn from the latest Fed's meeting? Here is what is written in the Fed's minutes. Most participants noted that provided that the economy were to evolve broadly as they anticipated, they judged that it could be appropriate to start reducing the pace of asset purchases this year. So it's very likely that during its next meeting on September, the Fed will decide to start cutting its bond buying program and the purchases of mortgage bonds. This will definitely influence the whole US market. That's all for today. We keep monitoring the financial market situation. Subscribe to our channel and see you tomorrow.